Hi everybody, Cheryl and Lady coming to you from the Ladies Garden and Home, and today we're going to go over what I'm working on in our Three Sisters garden. So I hope you join us. Hi, what you doing? So what is a Three Sisters garden? A Three Sisters garden goes back to ancient American Indian times, where corn, beans, and winter squash are grown together in kind of a clump. And the purpose of growing these together is because the plants give each other some benefits. So in this bed I still have some of my brassicas and peas from the early spring. They're actually doing very nicely because we've had not particularly too many hot days so far this June. I'm sure it's coming, but right now it's like mid-60s and about to get some rain, so I thought it would be a good time to plant. So as you can see, the brassicas are doing very well. Cabbages look like they're about to, they're just starting to head up. The corn I planted, when did I plant the corn? I should have written that down. And right now they are, I would say, between a foot to 18 inches tall. I planted this spaghetti squash just a few days ago, which is why it's still yellow. It was kind of in its seedling pot for a little too long, so it was time to get them into the ground. This is butternut squash, and there's another butternut squash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plant the beans, and I'm going to be planting climbing beans similar to, that's a Seychelles. I planted that May 13th. Why the Three Sisters garden is so traditional, and I think why so many people are returning back to it today, is because it just makes very good use of a smaller space. I mean, corn generally is supposed to take up quite a bit of space. This bed is about 13 feet by 3 feet. So it's long and narrow, and it also completely faces south. And the Three Sisters method, the way that these plants help each other, is corn, as you know, grows very, very tall. It is also actually a grass. It is part of the grass family, and it needs quite a bit of nitrogen. When you plant pole beans with the pole beans are going to grow up the corn. The corn is going to support the beans, and in return, the beans are going to fix the nitrogen in the soil to help the corn uptake it better. Beans are a natural nitrogen fixer. The point of the squash, like the butternut and the spaghetti squash, those are winter squashes. And they will grow, they will expand out, and they will create a very nice ground cover, almost a living mulch, as it continues to grow through the summer and into the fall. People who have done this with most success, and the whole purpose with the American Indians was that this garden was supposed to give you your winter food. You were supposed to not harvest this fresh. The corn was to dry. The beans were to dry. And of course, the winter squash is naturally preserved. So the point of this is to feed your family and yourself throughout the winter. Now, I will be eating some of this fresh. I think that I will also be drying some of the beans. This is the, these are the seeds that I saved last year. They were 3 different types of beans, a yellow bean, a green bean, and a purple bean. We got some rain coming, and I've got some seeds I would like to sow. The good thing about pole beans is that they do grow pretty rapidly, especially once the heat sets in. I think these are just growing so slowly because it's been very cool. So because I do plan on picking a lot of this fresh that's closer to the front where I can reach it, I'm going to be planting a succession so that I have some continuous growth. And also I'm expecting, just like the peas are doing here that are going up the that are going up to the deck, I am hoping that the beans are also going to do that so that I can be picking some fresh. I don't want to disturb the corn too much. Let me know if you're doing anything like a Three Sisters in your area, and if you've done it before, how it's turned out for you. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. I hope you subscribe and hit the alert bell so that you could see the progress of not just the Three Sisters garden, but the rest of the gardens. We make it through the growing season. On behalf of the Ladies Garden and Home, enjoy your gardening journey. Bye! Say goodbye, lady. Yeah, you got something on your nose.